Hello, peoples! I am cmasupra, and welcome to another War Thunder simulator battle. So 2 days ago, Gaijin finally changed the simulator battle lineup. It is no longer Germans versus Russians. Instead, it is now Germans versus the British, so yay! I finally have something else to fly as in simulator battles. It was Germans versus Russians for the longest time. I don't know how long, maybe 2 months? I don't know if that's right or not, but it seemed like it was a really long time. So anyways, since I was tired of flying as the Germans and the Russians, I am now flying a bunch of games in the British planes, and one of the planes that I'm flying a lot is the Spitfire Mk, and this plane, in relationship to me, is weird. It's one of those planes that I really want to like. I don't know why I want to like it, but it's one that I really want to like, and it's one that I don't like, and yet at the same time, I do really like it. I don't know how that's possible, but it is, and that is the situation with this plane, so I'll let you guys guess as to how that's possible. I do not know. A little bit about this plane is, I guess the best way to describe it is you take a Spitfire Mark 9, maybe the Spitfire F Mark 9, which is the Spitfire that comes just before this one, and is a Spitfire that doesn't go very fast, but it is really good at turning. You take that plane, you give it a slightly better engine so it can go faster, and then you cut off the ends of the wings, so instead of having pointy wingtips, it has flat wingtips. So what you've done by doing that is you made it go slightly faster, you have made the roll rate better. The Spit 9 does not roll very well, but this one actually does roll pretty decently. The downside to chopping off the ends of the wings, though, is that it does not turn very well. This plane has a very sensitive elevator, and if you pull very hard on the elevator, it will just spin on you because one of the wings will stall. It's like a Mustang in that it's easy to spin the wings, and maybe that's the reason I don't like this plane as much as I want to like it. But that is one of the downsides to removing the ends of the wings, despite the fact that the great advantage of being able to roll is there. So it's, even though it doesn't turn as well as the Spit Mark 9, it is still good at turning and will pretty much outturn anything it comes up against. So it's still a pretty good plane. I think it's just one you have to be really delicate with, and I'm learning to be delicate with it. So anyways, the Spit 16 is the game, or the plane I want to show you guys in this video. So as you can see, I'm dogfighting with an HE-112 here. This is an AI, and I don't really want to fight him because I'm pretty sure he can outturn me. And then I see an explosion off to my left, and I see in the kill feed that a BF-109G has killed an AI Wellington. So I'm looking for this BF-109G. I'm also checking to make sure the HE-112 is not following me, and it turns out that he is not. So I'm looking for this BF-109G. Where can he be? And then I see a dot over here, and it looks like an enemy. So I'm going to go ahead and chase it. Now I should mention that one thing this plane does not do, despite having chopped off wingtips and a better engine, is it still does not dive well. It's as bad at diving as a Spit 9 is. It does not dive very fast at all. After about 600 kilometers an hour, you'll start to break your wings. Lucky for me, this enemy who I'm chasing and missed at shooting is actually climbing up because he's chasing one of my teammates. I got a few hits there, he appears off my left, and I'm going to go chasing him now. He is no longer chasing my teammate, which is excellent. My teammate can survive, hopefully. And now let's try to kill this guy before he runs away, because I'm pretty sure that his plane has a better engine than mine does. It is a Focke-Wulf 190A5. I crit his right wing, and there is no way he's pulling up from that. Aircraft destroyed. Excellent. So it was not the BF-109G that I was looking for, but it was an enemy player in a Focke-Wulf 190A5, so that works. So now I'm looking for the BF-109G still. I see an HE-111 up here. I'm thinking about going for it, but I decide against it, and so I just turn left, look for some enemies, and there happens to be an enemy off my left here. I just happened to spot him because I was turning left at the time. So now we have a BF-109 over here. I don't know if it's an F, a G, an E, or what it is, but it's a BF-109. Upon closer look, it's either an F or a G. It is not an E. So let's try to kill him. He's within shooting range, and I'm actually faster than he is right now. There we go, and oh. Okay, it's a 109E. I was completely wrong, and it's also an AI, so... Oh well, I managed to get a kill on him, and it was even a pilot kill. And now I do have the HE-112 on my tail once again. I don't know if it's the same one or a different one, but regardless, there are teammates on him, so he's not really a threat to me. So I don't need to do anything with that. I just dodged his attack. Over here on the right, I see an HE-111 on fire, and it was set fire by a friendly player in a Spitfire. Do I need to go there and do anything? The answer is no. That's what I'm thinking about, and the answer is no. And then I look behind me, and then look at that. Who over here is behind me? Okay. Whoever's behind me probably has the energy advantage. I start doing a rolling scissors because this plane, like I said, is very hard to turn. It's easy to stall a wing and go into a spin. I am barely pulling on the elevator here, and it's the most the plane can do, so this is actually really hard for me to do, but I'm going into maneuvers. I'm trying to outmaneuver whoever this is. This is a player, by the way. It's a BF-109G, and I'm pretty sure that this is the BF-109G I was looking for at the beginning of this match. Now, as you can see, he knows that his engine is better than mine. He knows that he cannot outturn me, and if he gets into a turn fight like he was kind of getting into there, he would definitely lose, and so he runs away, and in front of him there happens to be a friendly AI bomber. It's actually Max in a Beaufort, in case you're interested in who the AI is. But I'm catching up to this guy now. He can climb faster than I can, I'm pretty sure, but I am still catching up to him because of all the maneuvers he pulled. I fire some shots, I miss, just a little bit too far behind him. I am not a sniper in this game at all, by any stretch of the imagination. I do suck at aiming in this game. But I'm trying to hit him at long range. I'm at least trying to make him do some maneuvers. I checked my 6 to make sure I'm not being baited. Like this 109G is being bait for a teammate of his. I try again. I'm too far behind, and then he loses his left wing. Okay, it appears that Max and his Beaufort actually chopped off the left wing of that BF-109G. So that works. The BF-109G is dead. So far I have 1 player kill and 1 AI kill, and I've also fought with a second player, although I didn't get the kill because he was too far away and I suck at aiming, and Max took the kill. So now I'm going to go looking for some other enemies to shoot down, and I don't find any for a while. However, after the little while is over, I do find an HE-111 off my left wing over here going the opposite direction, and there are only 2 AIs left at this point, so I might as well just go for him. Why not go for him and get some more lions and finish this game so I can fight some more players? So I go ahead and get behind him after doing a loop, which is actually kind of hard to do because the elevator on this thing is so sensitive. I go for his left wing, I get his gunner in the middle, I get some of his tail, and he lists over to the left side. Now normally, an AI who is listed 90 degrees in either direction is not going to recover from that. And so I'm watching him as he goes down. I know I'm not under any threat of dying to an AI because the other AI is actually now getting critted by one of my teammates, and this AI that I'm watching is the only other AI remaining on the enemy team. So I'm just watching him, making sure he's going down. And there we go. Aircraft destroyed. He is dead. Sweet. And that was the last plane on the enemy team. So now, since everybody on the enemy team is dead, I might as well go ahead and shoot a cargo ship for some more lions and research points. Use up my cannon ammo, use up my machine gun ammo without crashing into the water, right? Be really good if I don't crash into the water here. Oh good, I don't. How many of you thought I was going to crash into the water because of the way I was talking? So anyways, there we go. Final blow. Game over. I survive. I don't crash into the water, and I get some extra lions and RP off of the cargo ship. So let's see how I did that game. 3 kills and almost 50,000 lions. I'm 8 lions away from 50,000 lions. If I had gotten 2 more hits on the cargo ship, I would have had 50,000 lions. But anyways, I unlocked the offensive 20mm belts for this plane, which is excellent. I can now pick what I use in my cannons. I suppose this is a good time to mention, even though it's the end of the video, I never talked about what this plane has for an armament. It's 2 20mm cannons and 2 13mm MGs. That is the armament. So, I'm trying to pick what to buy next, and I pick the cover, I believe it was. So there you go. 3 kills, 2 of which were AIs, 1 of which was a player, and I also fought with the second player, but I didn't get the kill, because Max got the kill. So overall with this plane, like I said, it's one I really want to like, and I think the only reason I don't really like it is because of how sensitive the elevator is in simulator battles with the joystick. In a realistic battle or an arcade battle, that won't be any factor at all, and I actually do like it a lot in realistic battles, which is maybe the reason that I want to like it in simulator battles, but don't quite like it. I don't know. But regardless, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and hope you guys found it informative as to this plane and simulator battles and slightly unrealistic battles, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.